Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
I could see the way that you responded to that. You're like,
no, but let me say at this point,
right.
we'll hold over till next week, if you like. My planned. I was going to say a few words about how to build a human being. So that's quite.
Oh right, sorry. When I saw that, I thought it was a joke.
No. There's two bits to it. Read all about it. We were going to talk about. We can do it next week. About where did books start and things we read, social media, and so on. And then the main part will be how to build a human being. So we can do that.
Well, I'm sorry I hijacked that.
No, it's all right.
I thought it was a joke.
Saved me a job. No, but to go back to what you said about Kneecap, I think rap clearly is, and it's good. I mean, it's very clever. A lot of rap, isn't it? Some of the poetry, some of the way they put the messages across. I think, like most things, there will always be some performers who kind of take it too far. I mean, rap people often are allowed to say things, it seems, that the rest of society is not allowed to say, certain words and so on. So it's very, I suppose we would say it's on the edge. It's very edgy stuff, and I think it's good. You've got to have the whole gamut, the whole range of spectrum of music. So we don't all want sweetness and lights. We don't. We want something that makes us think. And people like Eminem, I think as a poet, he's quite brilliant. He's up there in a way with Bob Dylan. So I think there's a real good space and necessity to have genres like rap. I mean, I've never, I'm being serious here, I've never really seriously thought about doing some sort of rap song. I have occasionally worked on the idea, because I don't really see myself as a rap singer, but rather the style of them. And I like a song. Often these days you hear a well-known song from Elton John or somebody else, and then somebody in the middle has put a rap. And I quite like that as an idea for a song. And of course, I've got a load of songs on Spotify, and I've kind of thought in the past, what one or two of those could I try and put, just not to be clever or to be corny. If anything that comes out like that, I wouldn't touch with a barge pole. But if I do want to put a message across, and I always like to think my songs are all kind of stories, real life stories of people, places, situations. They are. I don't think there's a single song I've ever written which isn't about something real. But I would, if again, maybe it comes back to what you said. Maybe if I had a view on something partly political, but not political, some things we might want to see in society, which we wouldn't necessarily say are political, but I have thought about what could I do as a spoken word bit, and how would I do that? But I've never really moved that forward. But I think it's good to try and have an edge to things, and sometimes you've got to stick in your lane and say, well, that's for someone else to do. But I think it's always good to think about it, to say, I'm currently getting on with my next sort of album of songs, and it's going quite well. It's early days, really, because I've had a long few months where I've not really had a chance. I just seem to have had so much on that I haven't spent the time as I usually do. But I hope perhaps by the end of June to have another album. And if I were to put something of the spoken word in a song, you would see what it's like. But it's harder than it might sound. So I'll keep working on that one. I'd have thought if anyone, you would be more appropriate, seriously, to do a rap song. I think that would be very much up your street too.
We should do that. We should do that as a challenge. You and me, we'll do a rap
together.
Song. Yeah. So
do a rap song together.
Because one song that I've always looked at and I've always wanted to do a rap to was a girl called Billie Myers. and it was called Kiss the Rain. And she left a lot of gap in there. And when I listen to that song, I think, I can just feel a rap song in there. So, perhaps that'll be a challenge for us. Yeah.
It would.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, this is all we've got time for. Do you want to do the conclusion, bro, please?
Yes. Well, as I said before, well, hopefully you've enjoyed something of what we've said. Next week, we're hopefully lined up for something you may find interesting as well. I hope how to build a human being. And the other part of that is what things do we read? Do we read newspapers anymore? Do we just read books? Or do we just read online, etc., etc.? So there's quite a good conversation to be had. Anyway, for the moment, I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz. So it's a goodbye from me.
This has been a Deepstuff Radio podcast for Deepstuff Records. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.